Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's class, let us discuss about sections of solids. Here the given solid is square pyramid. Roughly I did the square pyramid here. Let us take the given data initially. A square pyramid of base side 40 mm. As we know, for the square pyramid the base is square. Okay, each side is 4 cm and axis 60 mm. Axis means height of the pyramid. How to measure height of the pyramid? Here for the base, as I told, it is a square. Take the center of the square. Join the center to apex. This is the apex. If we join with the help of imaginary line, okay, imaginary line means axis line. Okay, the distance between this center to apex is called axis. Okay, we can call it as height of the pyramid also. How much it is? 6 centimeters. So is resting on its base on the HP. HP means horizontal plane. We are keeping this base, okay, square on the horizontal plane. So this is HP. And then next given data is with all the sides of the base equally inclined to VP. Okay, now here if you are taking, this is the square pyramid. As I told, this is a square, this is apex, and these are the sides of the base. Okay, now what he has given, all the sides of the base equally inclined to vertical plane. Now here I am taking, this is one side. Okay, if I am keeping the base is like this, I am taking this is the vertical plane like this. Okay, because in the vertical position. So this base side is parallel to the vertical plane. Okay, now if I am tilting the base like this, now it is making some angle with the vertical plane, this side as well as this side. Okay, now what he has given, all the sides of the base equally inclined to VP. Okay, now equally inclined to vertical plane like this. This angle is 45 degrees, this angle is 45 degrees. Why we are taking 45 degrees means it is equally inclined. As we know, at the corner of this square it is 90. Okay, this angle is 90, this angle is 45, this angle is 45, total is 90 plus 90 means 180. Okay, so on this line, at any line, angle is 180. So in that position only, this angle, if it is 45 degrees, okay, at that time only the angle, total angle will come 180. This side and this side inclined equal angle. Okay, now this is the pyramid position. Now after that, now according to the given pyramid position, I kept the pyramid like this instead of this position. Okay, now this is the given pyramid, and then next data is draw its sectional view and true shape of the section, comma, if it is cut by a section plane perpendicular to VP. Okay, here we are cutting this pyramid, okay, with the help of cutting plane. Okay, this cutting plane is perpendicular to VP. Okay, as we know, cutting plane means it is looking like a line. Okay, we are taking the cutting plane with two big lines with a dot. Okay, so end points we are taking V and T. This is the cutting plane, it is looking like this. Now this cutting plane is cutting this pyramid, and then also bisecting the axis. Bisecting the axis means whatever axis height is there, it is 6 centimeters. It is passing through half of this axis length, that is 30 mm distance. Okay, so this cutting plane is passing through this middle of the axis and is parallel to HP. This cutting plane is parallel to the horizontal plane like this. So if you are taking like this cutting plane, this is one of the cutting plane position. The end points we are giving V and T. Okay, so this is the first bit. This cutting plane is parallel to horizontal plane, and next at the same middle point, the cutting plane is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. So this is the second bit. Instead of parallel, it is tilting 45 degrees at this point. And next C bit, the cutting plane is inclined at 60 degrees to HP. So it is passing through same middle point, and also it is tilting 60 degrees. So in the second bit it is tilting 45 degrees, in the third bit it is tilting 60 degrees. So we have to do 3 diagrams. So these are the positions of the cutting plane in 3 bits, A bit, B bit, C bit. After that, here we have to find sectional top view as well as true shape of the section. Here we are taking the cutting plane, we are removing this part of the pyramid. So the remaining part we are taking. For it we are doing the sectional top view. Sectional top view means from the top we have to see whatever remaining pyramid is here, we have to do the top view here. Okay, for this also we are taking in all the positions top view in this direction. We have to do the top view. Okay, in this case also top view. After that, true shape of the section. True shape of the section means here we are cutting in this direction. So whatever pyramid portion is here, whatever shape is coming here, it is called true shape. We have to see the direction like this for getting the true shape of the section. TS I am writing. Okay, for this also we are taking TS position is like this, because this part we are removing, the whatever remaining section is coming, it is called true shape of the section. Okay, here true shape of the section will not, so in this position true shape of the section will not come, because the cutting plane position is like this. Whatever true shape is there, it is visible in the top view only. Okay, only in the inclined planes only we are getting the true shape of the section. Okay, here we are getting the true shape of the section in top view only. Okay, let us do initially projections of the given solid. Okay, what are the projections of the solid? Okay, initially we will not consider this cutting plane. Initially we will take the only solid. We are doing the projections. We are doing front view of the solid, and we are taking one reference line. It is called XY line. Okay, below XY line we are taking the top view. Okay, these two are called projections. So initially we will do the top view. As we know, this is a pyramid. In the top view, the pyramid is looking like rhombus. Okay, initially we will do that one. Take the XY line of some length. Below it, do this top view like this. Okay, this gap has not given from reference line to this square. We can take any gap. Let us do the XY line of some length. Mark XY. Below it, do the top view. As we know, top view is, it is like rhombus. For doing it, here take any point. At this point, do the horizontal line of some length. Take this is the reference line. So at one of the point, let us take this point. Do one horizontal line, small line. Okay, at this point, take one inclined line which is making 45. Take this side 45 degrees and this side also 45 degrees. Here we got these 2 points. So join this point to this point. Take the side length of the square. How much it is? It has given 40 mm, 4 centimeter. And in this direction also take 4 centimeter. From 8 to 4. Now here do the line parallel to this. Take this is the reference line. Move the scale. At this point, do the line. On it, mark 4 centimeter. Now join this point to this point. Now this is the top view. Mark the corners. In the top view, we are giving small letters. Find out the center here. As we know, center is coming by joining opposite ends. Now this is the center. For center I am giving O. So this is the top view. In the top view, this apex and this center both will come at this same place, and these slant edges are coming in this form. Okay, all slant edges are meeting at the apex. So for apex I am giving O1. So both center and apex are coming at the same point. This is the top view. Do the front view. For doing the front view, at these points, do the projector lines up to the XY line. As you know, projector line should be here vertical lines in light color. Take this is the reference line. Move the scale up to A. Do the line. Okay. Do the thin line, and here also do the projector line. These are the front view points. For top view we are giving small letters. For front view we are marking the same letter with dash. Okay, here B dash, D dash, and then this center is also coming O dash, and here it is C dash. Front view is coming above XY line. In the front view we will get this type of triangular shape with the middle line. Okay, it is the front view. So we can see the entire height. How much height of the pyramid it is? It has given, it is 6 centimeters. Okay, so above this XY line, take 6 centimeters. Mark the end point here. Just do the line, middle line. This is apex. For apex we are giving O1. Here I am marking O1 dash. Join these 2 points to the apex. So these projections are same in all these 3 bits. Okay, that's why I will do the same diagram 3 times. For B and C bits also we will take the same position of the pyramid. Let us do the same diagram here. These 3 are the same positions in all the 3 bits. So here we have to take the cutting planes in different positions, but this cutting plane is in all the 3 cases passing through center of the axis, that is 30 mm from the base. So in all the 3 cases, mark the middle points on the axis. take 3 centimeter from this XY line, and here also mark that point, and from here also mark the middle point. Here also 3 centimeter. Okay, after marking the middle points, take the cutting plane position. Here cutting plane is parallel to the horizontal plane. Let us take one cutting plane which is parallel to this XY line. Take this is the reference line. Do the cutting plane here. As we know, cutting plane is two big lines with dot like this. Mark the ends V and T. VT is the cutting plane. Now here mark the cutting plane. In the second bit, the cutting plane is inclined at 45 degrees to the HB. Okay, at this point, okay, middle point, just do one horizontal line of some length. Take this is the reference line. Here do one line. Here take 45 degrees line. Join this point to this point. In this direction, take the cutting plane. So this is the cutting plane. I will mark the end points V and T. Here also do the cutting plane. Here also do the cutting plane. In it is tilting 60 degrees. At this point, do the horizontal line of some length. Take this is the reference line. Take 60 degrees here. So join this point to this point. Do the cutting plane of some length. Mark the end points V, T. Now these three are the cutting plane positions. Okay. Now this is tilting 45 degrees. Now this is tilting 60 degrees. Here mark the intersection points. Here I am marking this intersection point is P dash. This intersection point I am giving Q dash. Here R dash. Okay. If you see the position here, here one slant edge is coming. Behind it one slant edge is coming. This cutting plane is cutting this portion. So this cutting plane is touching here at one point and here at one point. Okay. 2 points are coming at the middle. So PQR here we are giving. Give one more point here S dash. Okay. Similarly mark the intersection points here also. So at this corner it is touching P dash. Here Q dash. Here R dash. Here at the middle 2 points are coming Q dash S dash. Similarly here also. So the cutting plane is cutting this portion like this. Okay. So initially here also 2 points are coming. 1 point here. Behind it one more point. Okay. P dash. Q dash. R dash. Here at 2 points S dash. Here also just now I told 2 points. Give after S dash T dash here. Okay. So these are the intersection points in all the 3 cases. So mark these intersection points in the top view also. For doing it, do the projectile lines. Okay. As we know, projectile line should be in light color. Take this is the reference line. At P dash, do the thin line. And here already one line is there, no need to do. At R dash also do the projectile line. Okay, up to this diagram. Here also, wherever intersection points are there, do the projectile line. Take this is the reference line, initial line. Here no need to do the projectile line, already we did the line. At our, do the projectile line. Okay, here also at these points, do the projectile lines. Here no need to do the projectile line, already we did the line. Take this is the reference line. Okay, mark these intersection points in the top view. So first initially take the P point. Where is P point? On OA. Okay, take the same projectile line up to OA. Okay, in the top view mark this P point. In the top view you are marking small letters. Here in the front view you are marking small letters with dash. Similarly mark R dash also. Okay, where is R? On OC. On OC mark this R point. After marking PR here in the top view, mark this QS points also. So on the same axis line, okay, we can't mark Q and S. That's why take this radius. Now by using compass, take this radius. Just do an arc at both sides of AC. Okay, this side one arc, this side one arc. So here this arc has 2 intersection points with the middle line. Okay, so mark these 2 points here. So here the points are Q and S. Where is Q point? On OB. Okay, on OB mark this point is Q point. and S point, where is S point? On OD. Okay, two slant edges are coming on the same line. Okay, on OD mark this S, on OD mark this is a S point. Now join all these points by using scale. Now we got PQRS. Make this section should be hashed one. For hashed section, do the 45 degrees lines. So here already we took this 45 degrees line. Take this as the reference line. At equal distance, do the lines. So this is the sectional top view. Now by using this cutting plane, we are removing this part. The remaining part is here. So in the top view, if you see the remaining part, we will get this type of top view. Okay. So this is the base. Make it dark, and this part is looking like this. Okay. So this is the cutting area. That's why we have to make it into hashed one. So whatever remaining section is there, make it dark, and this slant edges here make dark, and this part is also front view is make it dark compared to the remaining portion. Okay, this portion we are removing from the pyramid. Okay, here mark the given dimension. Axis length is 60 mm, and this cutting plane position is 30 mm, and the side of the square is 40 mm. Let us take the B bit. Here, as I told, these are the intersection points. At these points we did the projector lines. Mark these points, okay, in the top view also. So here already we did the projector lines. Where is P dash? On O dash, A dash. So take the P projector line up to on OA. So this point is the intersection point. So it is almost touching this A point. So wherever it is coming intersection point, mark the P point here. Similarly mark R point. R is on OC. Take the projector line up to OC. Mark this is R point. So Q and S are on the same middle line and axis line. Okay. That's why we can't mark on the same line. Here we have one process of marking QS points on the middle line. Just do one horizontal line up to this slant edge. Take this is a reference line, and here do the line, horizontal line up to this slant edge. Take the intersection point is M dash. At M dash, do the projector line. Take this is the reference line. Here do the projector line. Where is M dash point? On OC. Okay, here also take that projector line up to OC. Okay, mark this point is M. Okay, in the front view we are marking M dash, in the top view we are marking M. After getting M point, take OM radius by using compass. Do an arc up to this middle line. This arc is intersecting this middle line at 2 points. Here 1 point, here 1 point. So mark these 2 points here. So here 1 point is Q point on OB. So on OB, mark this is the Q point, and S point is on OD. So on OD, mark this intersection point is S point. Join PQRS with the help of scale. Now join QR and RS. Now after joining PQRS, make this section should be hashed section. Okay, for getting hashed section, we have to do the 45 degrees lines. So already we did the 45 degrees line here. Take this is the reference line and make the lines in this area. Take this is the reference line. Okay, already this is a 45 degrees line. Move the scale and within this area, do the lines. Here this is the sectional top view. Here this cutting plane is removing this part, and the remaining part should be in dark color compared to this part. In the top view also, the entire base and then this hashed section should be in dark color. So after getting sectional top view, we have to do the true shape of this section. For getting the true shape, we have to see the direction perpendicular to this plane. Okay, that's why here at these intersection points, do the perpendicular line. So initially do the perpendicular line at the P dash point, initial point. Take 90 degrees one point here. Join this point to P dash. Okay, so take this as a reference. At all these points do the perpendicular lines. Okay, thin lines. So after getting these lines, do one reference line parallel to this cutting plane. After some gap, take this as a reference line. Here do one reference line. So this reference line is similar to xy line. Here we are giving x and y. Here I am giving x1 and y1. So after doing the xy line, new reference line, mark these points PQ, RS points here. Okay. Now here take this reference line and the projector line, this intersection point as center. Okay. By using compass, take P distance. Okay. So from reference line to P distance and projector line, take the same radius. So P line from this reference line, mark the distance. Mark the distance. Okay. Take the intersection point. It is P. So instead of giving same name, I am giving P1. Okay. On the P dash line, we are marking P point. So whatever this distance, we are marking same distance here. After marking P point, mark QS points on this QS line. Okay. From this reference line on the same projector line, take this gap from this reference line to this length. Take this gap. Okay. S point distance. Mark this same distance on this line. And here this is the center. Mark here S point. Okay, I am taking instead of S, mark S1. Similarly, mark Q point also. Take this point is the center. Take the Q distance by using compass. Take the same length. Take this point is the center. Mark that point here. Take the intersection point is instead of Q, take Q1. Okay. After marking QS, mark R point on this R line. So from this reference line, take the R distance on the same projector line. This point as center. Take this distance, R distance on this R line. From the reference line, mark R point. Instead of R, I am taking R1. Join all these points by using the scale. The diagram got this shape. Okay, so this part we are removing. Okay, if you see in this direction, whatever remaining part is there, that part is looking like this. Okay, this is the cutting area, so hashed area. We had to do the 45 degrees lines. For taking the 45 degrees line, on this reference line, take any one of the point, take 45 degrees by using protractor. Take this is the reference line. Within this area, do the parallel lines. Okay, take this is the reference line and move the scale for getting the parallel lines at equal distance. Here this section is true shape of this section. Make it dark, and as well as I told, this remaining front view and this top view should be in dark color. And mark the given dimension. Axis side is 60 mm and this cutting plane is tilting 45 degrees. It is passing through middle point, that is 30 mm of the axis. And mark this side is 40 mm. So in this way we can do the sectional top view as well as true shape of the section. Let us take the third bit. Already we did the cutting plane here. We have marked the intersection points. At these points we did the projector lines. Okay. Mark this P dash point. Okay. Where is P dash point? It is on the base. Okay. And P dash as well as T dash is on the base. Now take one point is here. One intersection point. The another intersection point on this same projector line here. Let us take this P dash point is on A dash B dash. On AB line, take the same projector line. Take this intersection point is small p. Okay. Similarly, take T dash. It is, let us assume it is on AD. Okay. On AD, mark the T point on the same projector line. So P and T are coming on the same line. Similarly, mark R point. Where is R point? On OC. Okay. Take the same projector line up to OC. Mark this point is R point. Okay. QS are coming on the middle line. So on the middle line, we can't mark Q and S. Okay. We are not getting intersection points. For marking these points, just do one horizontal line up to this slant edge. Okay. Take this is a reference line. Do here line up to this point. Okay. Intersection point with the slant edge. Mark this is M dash. At M dash, do the projector line. Take this is the reference line. At M dash, do the line. Take, where is M dash? M dash is on OC. Up to OC line, take this point is M point. Okay. By using compass, take OM length. Okay. Take OM length, do an arc up to this axis line. So this side also extend the arc. Now this arc is touching this axis line at 2 points. Here one intersection point, here one intersection point. Okay, mark these points here and here. Okay, mark initially Q point. Where is Q point? On OB. Okay. On OB, mark this point is Q point. And mark S point. Where is S point? On OD. On OD, mark this intersection point is S point. Join all these points in the top P, Q, R, S, T. Okay, and then P by using scale. After joining all these points, we got this shape. Now here make this is a hash section. For doing it, take the 45 degrees line. Already we took 45 degrees line here. Take this is the reference line. And here do the lines at equal distance. Now this is the final top view. Here by using this cutting plane, we are cutting this part of the pyramid. Now here up from this, the remaining part of the top view should be in dark color. Okay, so this portion we are removing. Whatever this portion, it should be in light color. Okay, this is the final top view. Now here we have to do the true shape of this section. How this section is looking after removing this part. Okay, for doing it, we have to see in this direction perpendicular to this cutting plane. Okay, so at these points, do the lines perpendicular to the cutting plane. For taking 90 degrees at P dash, initially do the line 90 degrees here. Join this point to initial point. Okay, and similarly take the parallel line, that is 90 degrees line here, and here also at top do the line. Okay, after getting this 90 degrees line, here after some gap do one reference line parallel to this cutting plane. Okay, take this is the reference line, cutting plane. Move the scale here, do the reference line. For this reference line, give the names X and Y. Already we have given XY here. I am giving X1, Y1. Okay. After getting this reference line, mark these points. Okay, here. Mark P point initially. How to mark P point? Take this gap. Okay, from this reference line. This point as the center. Take P point distance. Okay. Take this distance from this reference line. Okay. Take the same distance from the new reference line. Mark on the P projector line. Okay. Let us mark this intersection point is, instead of P, mark P1. Okay. Similarly, mark T point also on the same line. So take the same point as center, T distance. Okay. Take the same distance on the T line. Mark intersection point is T1. After P and T, mark Q and S. Take Q point. This point is the center. Take this gap. Okay, Q distance. Mark on the Q line. This is the reference line. Do an arc here. Here extend this line. Take the intersection point is Q1. After getting Q1, mark S point on the same line. So take this gap by using compass. Take this gap. Now on this line, this point as center, do an arc. Take this is S1. After QS, mark R point. So take from reference line R distance on the same projector line. From this reference line, take R distance by using compass. So from this reference line, mark R point. Take this is R1. Join all these points by using scale. Here I took 145 degrees line at this point. Take this is the reference line. And in this area, do the hashed lines. Okay, at equal distance. So this is the true shape of the section. Write in the shortcut form TS. Mark the given dimensions. 60 mm axis and this cutting plane is passing through 30 mm this point, and mark the angle and mark the side length of the square.